Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro,
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting home.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately. Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope.
wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms... No! Surely he can't have... let's go check on him.
Quickly.
Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Customers? Oh, pardon me. Are you looking for Timaeus?
No. Just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help. Huh? Do I look nervous? My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book. Over there.
Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror? I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close.
What do you mean,
Sorry, don't mind me. What am I saying? Still, you'd definitely be able to help Albedo. It is you, after all.
There's that name again, Albedo. Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face. I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out. I don't see why not. Testing the limits of living beings' capabilities is one of Albedo's areas of research, after all. Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this. Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous when she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like? Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that...
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan.
Huh? Well,
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
you're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering...
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... the honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdrop. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Fry!
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized. Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see see those hilichurls? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first!
No turning back!
Leave it all to me.
Got something for ya. Feel the beat!
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilichurls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilichurls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow! Look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilichurls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Ugh, something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! Ugh, what a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin?
Whoa, whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control to ensure you're safe. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Present.
As you wish.
A question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No! Paimon's got a brain! But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy-related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person. How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Fascinating. And this floating child is...
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh. That rules out that possibility. I wonder... But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick. Or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey! How would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answer. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well, prepare yourself.
Power core! Yeah! Yeah! Amp it up! Yeah! Yeah!
Spirit Blade! Attack!
Steady as stone.
Burn!
Pyrotechnic!
Time to clean up.
From whence you came!
Try till I'm dead! Hey.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda...
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the...
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to... It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we...
Paimon's still gonna... Let's keep our eyes open.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Power cord!
Time for retribution!
Spirit Blade! Attack! Swift and merciful!
Great. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4!
Burst forth! Come into being! Moment of birth! Live!
You're toast! Race!
Come into being!
How do we attract more folks in this weather? Right! How about we stage a rock till you drop snow...
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to...
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings a cryoregisvine or even a wildflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world.
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What's happened to her?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an eye of the storm. To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can... Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Oh, having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form?
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to...
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory...
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was... That's the...
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... prepare. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may...
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard... Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any... unique? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be required to. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredient. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the...
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more...
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Good buddies are always on...
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last...
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
do we attract more folks in this weather? Right. How about we stage a rock till you drop snowstorm endurance challenge?
That was fast. Looking f- An average outcome for a fine. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does our. Unless. Could it be that the natural laws of this world are.
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herb.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, there are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would... If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost prop... I must have dropped them somewhere in the air.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You could use...
Woohoo! Let me hear ya! This must be electrohypostasis powder. The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental.
Goodness. You managed to find them. I'm wondering... This elemental site...
Yep, guess it does sort of count.
Unfortunately, Though elemental sight is, only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit.
You mean we failed it?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very... I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, so what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough... I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Still in one piece! Good.
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the result.
Wait a minute! While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur on the innumerable possibilities that this could present.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. Gold, petrified trees, A sun 8 times the size of our... The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitable. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, all these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a Sunsetia or a...
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to...
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are...
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be like...
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me. Now, before we head back to the campsite, follow me. There are some other ruins near...
stuck now!
Feel the beat! Missile pack a punch.
Let's see. That looks edible. And this looks useful.
Quake!
Stabilize!
This is a new one.
Shred till I'm dead.
Monkey to hell!
You're stuck now.
Amp it up!
The case before us. Beg for mercy.
You're open.
You're in for a little shock. Don't be such a brute. You're in for a little shock.
Shudder. Crush.
You're open. It's a fury.
Flood of frost.
You're open. You're open. Cool.
Beg for mercy.
Let's spark things up a little.
Crush. Vengeance will be mine.
You're open.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Coming down. Be all sorts of bad if my guitar got wet.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this!
Coming down. Be all sorts of bad if my guitar got wet.
You can't run! Ha! Ha! Ah! Lights out. Ha! Judgment! Ah! You can't run! Punishment! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Judgment! You can't run!
Coming down. Be all sorts of bad if my guitar got wet. Whatever's going on over there, looks pretty rock and roll to me. I just came up with an awesome new riff. Want to hear it?
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Feel the beat!
You win.
Whatever's going on over there, looks pretty rock and roll to me.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
One day, I'll be as good as Ryuji.
This place gives me a bad feeling.
Power cord!
The hunt is on!
Ever seen one of these? You're until I'm dead!
These things look like they could come in handy.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Come on. Enough standing around. Let's keep moving.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
If there's fire in your soul, you gotta rock and roll. So come on, let's get moving.
Crumble!
This rocks!